This is my dilemma with polyester, nylon types of fabric that you might order online, or you go to Joann's Fabric or something, and then you get home or you get back to your shop and you realize it's not the right color, it's too dark. So with polyester nylon, you can't really dye that very well. You can with some dyes, but let's say the color is just too dark. So if you can see this, which I have it getting ready, it's too dark. I did a sample and this is actually the color I need, was blush. This was supposed to be blush, but it, as you can see, is coral. It's not blush. And I needed it this color. So I experimented and I figured out that, you know, I could just bleach it, boil it, and it'll get me to the color that I want, because you have to add heat to nylon in order to open up the fibers so it'll accept whatever you're trying to do, whether it's dye or bleach. In this case, I needed to make it lighter for my dresses that I'm making. So what I did was, I have my little bucket here that I'm going to cook my fabric in, and I filled it up right now just to see how much water I need in it. And I'm actually going to take the fabric out. I just needed it to be wet first because that's always better. Then I'm going to pour bleach, almost about a gallon of bleach, like the gallon bottle of bleach. I'm going to pour the whole thing in here, and I'm going to cook it for approximately 20 and 30 minutes on the stove. So I'm going to get the bleach and pour it in, and I'll come back and show you what I do on the stove.
Bleach. I want it to
lighten up. That's probably good. Not the entire gallon, but it's close. I'm going to stir it up a bit. I'm going to put my fabric in here.
Squish it down in. Not the plant, just the fabric.
Just putting bleach on this alone will not make it lighten up, and that's because it's a nylon, like polyester type of fabric. You're gonna actually have to cook it to get it to the color that you want. And with my little experiment that I did earlier, I cooked it for approximately 20 minutes and then checked it and stuff until I got it kind of to what I wanted it to look like. I'm going to put it on the stove. Make this come to a boil. I'm putting it on high, but I need it to boil. We need it to boil. So like with any kind of nylon fabrics that you try to dye, you need to boil it with the dye in order to get the color to go into the fabric. So same concept with bleach. And I just have to kind of turn it a little bit because I don't want to scorch my bleach. I scorch my fabric with the hot flames. So now I need my little tongs. High heat, and I will try to keep it off of the heat so much. You got to kind of turn it consistently once you get it going, and that's just so you don't burn your fabric. Something you have to kind of pay attention to. As we're cooking it, you can kind of see that it's starting to turn lighter, which is what we want. We want it to be a little bit lighter. I'm approaching 10-15 minutes right now of cooking it. and you can kind of see that it's lightening up. I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see that it's lightening up a little bit already. So this is really, really good. I think that another 10 minutes is going to put me where I want this fabric to be as far as color goes, and then when it dries, of course, it's going to lighten up even more than what I see here. So I think about 10 more minutes and I'm probably good to go. I've done this for approximately 25 minutes, and you can see that it's lightened up, and I think I'm at where I want it to be, because once it dries it's going to lighten up even more. And I don't want it to be white, you know, the lace, but see, it lightened up the nylon tulle that the appliques were attached to, and the appliques, which are no longer that dark coral color. You could see that it's all much lighter. So now all I have to do is take it out of here, rinse it out, dry it out, and now I can actually start cutting these out for my dresses. And I had approximately in this bucket that I'm cooking in, this big pot, I have 2 yards of fabric and with a gallon, almost the whole gallon of bleach that I poured in there to cook it in. So now I'm going to be able to have the color. My customers are going to be happy. It's not going to be this dark orangey color. It's going to be the actual blush that they wanted on their dresses. So I hope this helped, and anybody else who's struggling with trying to lighten up a color on a nylon or polyester type of fabric, and I hope this helped. Thank you for watching. I just washed it, and as you can see, it is much nicer looking. I'm gonna put it in the dryer now to get it really dry, but this is gonna work great because once it's dried, it's gonna be the actual color that I want. Okay, so here it is. I put it in the dryer, washed it on quick wash just to get all the smell out, so now it's all nice and clean and stuff. But now we have the color that we want. And that's it.